The first rates are on your screen. You've got the Nifty, which is starting at about 22,550. So it's a quiet start, as the GIFT Nifty indicated at 8 o'clock in the morning, 25 points higher. So very quiet. The Nifty Bank is, I think, lagging a little bit like it was yesterday, the day before. 20 points down there, 48,000, just about holding that level. The mid-cap index is up about 1/3%. I think they've got the small-cap index, which also is not doing very much, about 1/3% higher. It's been about stocks all the way, so let's take it to Sonia, who's got that list. Sonia.
Well, thanks a lot for that. So it's a decent opening for the market, as you pointed out. So up almost about 25 odd points right now. ONGC is really the one that I'm looking at this morning, considering the kind of up move that ONGC is expected to see. Remember, it's had a big rally this year. It's up almost 35% this year. And Nomura has upgraded ONGC to a neutral, raised the target price to 290 on the stock from 150 earlier. So this is one stock that's climbing up. In terms of result reactions, I want to look at VATech Vabag. The stock is down about 1%, but it is in this water treatment space, which has been buzzing quite a bit. The stock is up 60% this year already, and it's guiding for 15 to 20% compounded growth rate over the next 3 to 5 years. In fact, 62% gains in the past 6 months alone. So a little bit of profit taking is what you're seeing there. Apollo Tyres is the other one. In pre-opening, it was up almost 4%. Sources indicating that Warburg Pincus will be selling its stake in Apollo Tyres, up 5% right now. So keep an eye out on this name. BHEL, the earnings missed estimates, but the commentary was strong. But the street is giving it a thumbs down. The stock is down almost about 5.5%. Metropolis, Amira Shah will be stepping down as a managing director, will become the executive chairperson. But the street likes the numbers. So Metropolis is up almost about 1.5% right now. PI Industries, it's actually zooming right now. Revenue growth has slowed down to 11% year on year. The EBITDA, though, is quite strong, up almost about 29%. Hitachi Energy is the other one that I want to look at. Big moves coming in, 6% higher. Strong earnings, revenue growth of 27%, solid order execution. So this is one stock that's looking pretty good this morning. JK Tyres, it has been a mixed bag, but the fact that the company, Dr. Raghupati Singhania, came out here and spoke to CNBC-TV18 saying that things are improving, especially on the export front, and they are looking to outperform the industry. The street likes that. 9.5% higher now on JK Tyres. The margin growth was also very strong, by the way. 280 basis points year-on-year growth in the margins at 13.5%. I'm also looking at two companies that will be reporting their numbers today. There's Sun Pharma and Nykaa. Sun Pharma is down about 0.5%. Nykaa will be reporting its numbers later in the day as well. And just a quick look at Paytm, because the numbers came out just a while back. Losses have piled up for Paytm. It has been going through problems of its own, but the stock is down about 0.5% right now. But for the market, not bad actually, after the kind of stability that we saw in the last couple of days. Nifty hanging on to 22,530. The advanced decline ratio is positive, which is a good thing, but lots of individual stocks in focus. Nigel, back to you.
All right, thanks a lot for that, Sonia. Well, let's focus on a couple of big movers today. Hitachi Energy, well, yeah, that's the result of the day, actually. The stock is still holding with a gain of close to around 6%. So big move is what you're seeing out there. Hindustan Zinc, the stock has more than doubled, in the last 45 days or so. And we had highlighted this early in April when the stock was at around 330 rupees. So if you're enjoying the ride, good on you. But just one word of caution out there, that the free float in the market is less than 2%. So, you could get whipsawed on either which side. For the time being, it's on the upside. So if you're enjoying the ride, then good on you. But keep that word of caution in mind. Gulf Oil Lubricants, that's one of the top winners in today's trading session. The stock is up close to 7%, so keep an eye out on that one. IRDA, on the back of high volumes, that stock as well is up close to around 2%. So that one comes on your radar. Another big volume mover today is Easy Trip. So all those stocks on your radar on the upside. On the flip side, GSFC, the stock is down more than 5%, so that's getting clobbered in trade today. Tilaknagar Industries, so that's another stock I think that's reacting to its numbers, so that one as well is getting smacked, down more than 5%. Maharashtra Seamless, well, we'll have the management in just a bit to talk to us about why the operational performance was weaker. Q3 was a high base, but that stock as well is down close to around 5%. And Global Health is the last one that's trading in the red. So quite a few of these names, moving in either which direction. Let's get a few of them up for you on the screen. Global Health as well as Maharashtra Seamless. We'll get the management in a few minutes from now. Prashant.
Well, it's a kind of a holding pattern, right? And this is what we were talking about. So not really taking a big bet, being sort of building in a fair bit of caution right now. The PSU space continues to buzz, and we were talking about this right before open. So RVNL, the biggest volume-led gainers are all these names. RVNL is up 3.5%, NHPC is up 4%, IRDA is up 4%, SJVN is up 3%. Railtel is up 4%. This is the top volume-led gainers list across on the NSE. Oh boy, Hindustan Zinc, 20%. I think Nigel mentioned that 20% yesterday, 8% this morning. That is, if there ever was a definition of a supersonic rocket, that is it. And what an absolute stunner of a move coming through. And by the way, this year, and we're still not sort of midway, halfway through into 2024, stocks up 150%. So that is the extent of the move in this name. Float, of course, is, we've always highlighted, is low, very, very low for Hindustan Zinc, free float. What else? Adani Power is up about 3.5%. Big volumes as well at this point in the day. Action Construction comes up with a 3% pop. Metropolis, I think we did mention earlier here, 6% higher. And, D-Mart is up about 3.5% as well. Market breadth is pretty solid. It's about 2.5:1 in favor of what's up. BHEL remains the top volume-led loser right now. It's down 4%. Of course, stock's done very well. Numbers disappointed, although the management commentary was good, but the market is paying attention to the numbers at this stage, at least, right at the word go. What else? IEX is down about 2.5%, and there is a few other stuff. I think Brigade Enterprises down 2%. Medanta is a disappointment. Numbers disappointed for the Lucknow hospital. So the overall numbers were a little subdued. Was down yesterday, and I think it's down another 5% this morning. That's a large hospital company.
I just want to mention one stock, Dixon Tech. Of course, we've talked about that ad nauseum, and we spoke about it on the Editors Roundtable show as well. Last week, it's a fresh high, by the way, for Dixon Tech, and piling on the gains. Last week, the company told us that from 7 million displays for mobile phones that they're manufacturing currently, they're going to head to about 30 million by the end of FY25. That's been their guidance all along, but that's a 4-time jump that they're expecting to see this year. So the street is definitely liking that quite a bit. And, a couple of other stocks. I mean, there are a lot of stocks that are hitting fresh highs. IRCTC is another one that's been hitting fresh highs. And the stock IRCTC is now up almost 30% this year. Been a big mover. So many of these names, Dixon Tech, Avenue Supermarts, BEML, all the earlier erstwhile favorites are now coming back into the market.
Absolutely. And, this is a good-looking screen. I mean, if you assess the market and judge the market by stocks, it's not bad at all. If you want to look at the index, then you probably sort of give it a big yawn and say, well, not very much is happening. It's just about 5-6 odd point change. But I think that would be the wrong way to look at things because, after all, it's all about specific names here which are in focus.